world of home design, the charm of a vintage farmhouse never fades. But what happens when we pair that rustic charm with the sophistication of chic colors and DIY flair? This video explores how yellow and gray, two contrasting yet complementary shades, can breathe new life into old materials, forgotten furniture, and classic spaces. From worn-out finds to DIY masterpieces, discover a world where repurposed meets refined. Yellow symbolizes optimism and sunshine, while gray offers calm, grounding sophistication. Together, they strike a perfect balance of energy and elegance, making them ideal for vintage settings. This palette works wonders in farmhouse design, giving old elements a fresh new voice. The goal is to highlight age and story, not hide it. Yellow brightens while gray softens, creating an irresistible visual rhythm throughout your repurposed home. Start by reviving your farmhouse walls with DIY paint treatments. Try a gray lime wash for texture or use a yellow dry brush technique to highlight original wood grains. For accent walls, stencil vintage botanical patterns in soft mustard on matte gray. These subtle, handcrafted techniques allow your walls to feel layered and storied, adding visual interest while respecting the home's historic soul. down forgotten treasures, old sideboards, coffee tables, or chairs, and turn them into centerpieces. A coat of soft gray chalk paint can make an antique hutch look like a boutique piece. Add a pop of vibrant yellow on drawer handles or inside shelving for contrast. The key is to blend the patina of age with a polished sense of style that feels deliberate and beautifully repurposed. Transform an unused farmhouse corner into a cozy reading nook. Repurpose an old bench with gray linen cushions, add yellow throw pillows made from vintage fabric, and build DIY floating shelves from reclaimed barn wood. Accent with antique frames painted yellow for a whimsical touch. It's not just a nook, it's a sanctuary crafted from creativity and history. Update worn kitchen cabinets with a two-tone technique, soft gray on the outside, warm yellow interiors peeking through open shelves or glass panels. This reversal adds playfulness and depth. Don't forget DIY details like mismatched knobs in brass, ceramic, or even wooden pieces painted in complementary tones. The effect is rustic but elevated, with a curated, designer feel. Windows bring in natural light. Why not frame it beautifully? Paint wooden window frames in gentle gray to cool down sunlit areas or add soft yellow touches to brighten shaded spots. Repurpose sheer vintage curtains by dip dyeing them in yellow hues. The play between sunlight, sheer fabric, and painted wood creates a poetic moment in every room. Nothing says comfort like textiles. Create your own pillow covers from upcycled linen or burlap, dyed in muted yellow and soft gray tones. Sew table runners for mold curtains, patchwork style, combining both colors. Add hand-stamped patterns using potatoes or wooden blocks. These small textile elements add personality, warmth, and a tactile layer that ties the color story together. Vintage light fixtures often get overlooked. Bring them back to life with a mix of yellow enamel and matte gray spray paint. Try repainting old sconces or chandelier arms, leaving a bit of rust for character. Add Edison bulbs or candle-shaped LEDs for glow. Light in a farmhouse should feel intentional, with a DIY touch that balances functionality and artistry. Design a dining table that's as much a visual feast as the meal. Sand down an old farmhouse table, stain it a smoky gray, and create DIY placemats in yellow canvas. Make a repurposed wooden crate centerpiece painted yellow and filled with dried lavender or herbs. Add mismatched chairs, each dipped halfway in soft yellow or gray, to playfully unify the whole setting. Give your entryway a chic welcome with a DIY painted bench, combining gray wood with yellow floral cushions. Hang a wall organizer made from repurposed shutters, painted soft gray and accented with yellow painted hooks. Add a basket for shoes or mail lined with yellow gingham. First impressions matter, and this entryway tells a story of creativity, care, and cheerful style. Use leftover wood, metal, or canvas to craft DIY wall art. Paint abstract forms in yellow and gray, or decoupage vintage postcards onto distressed gray boards. Frame pressed flowers using reclaimed windows painted in matte gray with yellow accents. Art in a repurposed farmhouse isn't about perfection, it's about meaning, memory, and the joy of reinvention. A fresh coat of soft gray on beadboard walls and yellow-trimmed vintage mirrors can completely transform a small farmhouse bathroom. Add a DIY ladder towel rack made from salvage wood and dip paint the rungs in warm yellow. Accent with handmade soap trays and jars in matching hues. It's proof that even utilitarian spaces can be infused with beauty and creativity. Extend your design theme to your farmhouse garden or porch. Paint old terracotta pots in stripes of yellow and gray. Turn a rusty wheelbarrow into a floral display. Hang DIY wind chimes made from painted silverware and yellow beads. The garden becomes a natural extension of the indoor palette, whimsical, welcoming, and thoughtfully handmade. DIY doesn't mean flawless, and vintage doesn't mean outdated. Scratches, uneven paint, and wear add charm. Let chipped paint show through layers of yellow and gray. Let mismatched textures and patterns speak to a home that's lived in and loved. The imperfect harmony between old and new is what truly makes your farmhouse unique and soul-filled. Incorporate family heirlooms, flea market finds, or personal art into your design. Paint your grandmother's old chair in sunny yellow or give new purpose to a cracked dish as a jewelry holder. These elements root your home and your story. Yellow and gray become more than colors, they become your personal signature on the canvas of a beloved vintage space. With a thoughtful eye and a touch of paint, what was once worn can be wonderful again. The combination of yellow and gray invites both vibrancy and serenity into your vintage farmhouse. Through DIY passion and repurposed magic, every corner becomes a reflection of you, chic, creative, and filled with heart. Your farmhouse isn't just redesigned, it's reborn, beautifully and meaningfully.